What do you want to start with? We could do the cup. We could do a little memory lane. We could do a sweet and sour. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm like glancing at this sweet and sour, and I'd like to read it.
Let's do it.
Let's just not even talk about it and just do it.
Let's get into it.
It's titled Babysitter Tattoo.
Okay, and here's just so you know, I might stop you in between because when you read the whole thing, sometimes I forget what goes on in the beginning.
Do I go too
no,
fast?
It's not you.
Oh.
It's like, you didn't write it.
Okay.
I just
No, but
forget
I read
sometimes.
fast.
No, it's good.
Hey, Rob and Jamie. I have a 7-month-old son. Recently, his babysitter got a huge tattoo on her back with his name and birthday. I had told her a small one with his nickname would be okay, but this is just way too personal. I'm his mother and I don't even have a tattoo for him. I feel super uncomfortable about this. I'm thankful that he has someone in his life that loves him so much, but this is going too far. What would you do in this situation? Thanks, Mommy. Kristen from Denver.
I would not watch The Hand That Rocks the Cradle if I were you. Don't watch that movie.
I don't like this at all. It's super weird to me. Look, I have spoken very honestly about this before, like with friends on podcasts, whatever. It was a learning curve for me about nannies. Like I had this fear that like my kid would want my nanny over me. I would like not let my nanny hold my baby for a long time. Like I was a psycho. So there's a lot of hormones going on and just like a lot of stuff. But if my nanny came home with a huge tattoo of my child's name and birth date, I would be worried to leave my child in their care and like that they wouldn't run off with my kid.
I'd want to move.
Yeah. I'm uncomfortable with this. I'm so sorry, Kristen. Like I know how hard it is to find good childcare and find somebody that you know loves your child, but this feels uncomfortable.
Just to take the other side, since we try and do sweet and sour or whatever,
because I'm very far with the other way right now.
So am I. I'm on that plan. I can't even.
You can check me right now if I'm being off.
I'm not. I'm just trying to say the only way you could shed light on the other direction is if this is someone who's covered in tattoos. It might make it a little, because to me, I have no tattoos. She wrote the word
huge. Like if it's the baby's name is Nicholas and she puts like Nikki.
Oh,
like,
we have a photo. Oh
let me
my
see.
God. Thank you. Who is this? Kristen? Thank you, Kristen. You listened. Oh, wow. She's not covered in tattoos.
It's a baby feet.
Oh, and the toes are like curled.
Feet. It takes up her entire shoulder blade. What are those at the bottom? Pumpkins?
I think they're flowers. I thought they were scribbles at first.
Terrible tattoo artist.
Wow, that's
huge. That's huge. Look, it seems to me like this nanny is attaching herself to the love of this baby, which is like nothing else, in a way where maybe this is filling some void for her. I think she's going to have serious regret over this tattoo.
Oh, see, I think someone who's crazy enough to do that will never regret that tattoo.
Really?
I think she will never regret that because she's a lunatic.
Wow.
Right? Like, how could you... I don't know. That seems fucking crazy to me.
Okay,
oh, here we go. We got zoomed up.
Muffin Man with his nickname. Muffin Man, that's what she calls him. That would piss me off.
Yeah.
Right.
Zoom up on that.
That would just
shit.
piss me off in general if my nanny had like that level of like nickname tattooed on her.
What? So you crossed out the actual name? Is that what we crossed out?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Wow.
Muffin Man.
Creepy.
That's fucking... Yeah, I wouldn't be okay. And then, like, imagine the second that she shows you that and then you're in the car and you have to be like, okay, let's go to my house now. Or, like, you're in your own home. That is fucking wild. You got to watch Hand That Rocks the Cradle. But can you Google Hand That Rocks the Cradle and just read the, like, summary of the movie, please? When she was assaulted by her doctor, Claire Bartel, Annabelle Segura, reported him to the police. And rather than go to prison for the crime, he killed himself. Wow, I didn't remember that about it. The shock of the accusation and suicide caused the doctor's pregnant wife, Peyton, to have a miscarriage. Driven mad with rage, Peyton poses as a nanny for the Bartel family. Her plan to tear Claire's life apart.
Now I kind of want to watch the movie.
Seduce her husband, Matt McCoy, and eventually murder the woman she blames for ruining her life. Wow. That kid's name? Muffin Man. That's fucking. Oof.
I
don't like. I feel like we got to do something. Are we just supposed to go on with the pod now? Should we call the
She
local
might as well
authorities?
be sleeping with the woman's husband.
Where's she from? It says
at this point.
Denver.
Denver.
Yeah. So okay,
Kristen,
Jamie.
are you okay?
Okay, Jamie. Let's say, you had a nanny. This happens. What's the next step?
I make Cutter talk to her.
Which is just you're fired.
Yep.
And is it that day?
That night when she goes home.
Right. You call
Or
up and say.
before she
and-
goes
and
home,
What
before
should
she
he
goes
say?
home. While we appreciate like how much you
Your
like,
dedication.
you love our child
Well, Muffin Man.
and your help, like I hope you can understand this just like doesn't sit well with us. It's, we want you to love him and care for him and have your own relationship and bond with him, but like to tattoo him so profoundly on your back forever just feels like oddly intimate.
Because think about this. We've been friends for over 25 years.
You're not on my body anywhere.
Could you imagine I showed up and I was like, look at my new back tattoo, Jamie. And it said
What would
like
it say,
Bo,
Jamie Lee?
or if it said like Bo and Jack with with like people playing baseball inside of a house and a mom screaming at them. You know what I mean? Like that's like the constant thing going on at your house. They want to play baseball inside, and you're like, no, it has to be outside.
But by the
And
way,
then-
no, I'm letting them play inside, just in another fucking room, like not
know.
in like the room where I am.
it would be a little less crazy if I got your name tattooed on me somewhere really small, like Jamie Lee. It would be.
That would be
it would
so
still
sweet.
be.
Ooh,
would
Cutter
be a
wouldn't like.
little
I don't know
weird.
if Cutter would like that.
Oh, I think Carter wouldn't mind.
You don't think?
No,
Let's
because
ask him.
I think he gets our relationship the same way
He
Kasim
does.
did. Because
He
when
does.
before Kasim ever met you, he was like, you and Jamie like must have a thing, like the way that like you talk about her and the way that like you guys like enjoy each other's company, whatever. The first time he spent time with me and you, he was like, I was totally wrong.
I
Like,
get
and
it.
it's like, yeah, I don't
You
think
get it.
I don't
Yeah.
think there's anybody who hangs out around us, even people who watch his podcast, like they just get it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
But
Yes.
I don't think he would be like, oh, that's crazy, Rob. But I think he would be like, dude, you only have one tattoo and it's Jamie's name on your arm. Like, why do you? But like, really, if I got like, yeah, look, Jack and Bo on my shoulder, like that would be. Imagine.
Yeah, but even that I'm fine with. You're not alone with them. You're not like I'm not leaving them in your care all the time where I'm worried that you're oddly obsessed with my
Jamie,
children.
what would the conversation be if I came over your house next Sunday to watch
you
football?
know I would cry and be like, you love them so much.
100%. But what's the conversation when I walk out the door?
That from me, it's still probably not from Cutter. He'll talk shit about you, but I would not.
I think you would both be like, Rob's never had a tattoo before, and all of a sudden
know,
he has
you
the
know
kids
me. I would be
named-
like, he loves them so much, but you would never do that. So what are we having this conversation?
right. That's
for?
why it's so insane.
Yeah.
Whew. Wow, she really, Kristen. I just hope you're all right, because that lady, I don't know. I think she's like in the movie. It's basically she wants to kill Kristen and become the mom. That's crazy. I would.
Pray
You know what
for
I would
Muffin
do?
Man.
I would push her as much as possible to be like, hey, you like. I would be setting her up with guys.
No, she's not coming back in the house. This is not okay.
Okay, but just push her into like guys, or like you should be like, oh, you should have like she needs somewhere else to place her love.
This baby is 7 months old. He's not even giving anything. Like this baby has barely even begun to like smile, recognize, reach for, give you the love that like you get. Like this is uncomfortable and weird. He's still a blob. And and this woman feels inclined to tattoo him on her body.
And by the way, just in case we didn't make this clear, only tattoo on that woman's body that we saw.
Yeah,
There
there were
was
no other
no
ones on
other
the back.
tattoos in that
I mean,
photo.
I doubt this is her first. That was a large ass tattoo. That's ours.
I don't know. Something about the toes being curled on the foot make it crazy too.
It's very personal. There was a photo that was referenced for sure. Those are his feet. Those are not like some random baby feet. Those are Muffin Man's feet.
Right.